Good afternoon, and how are you? Welcome to March. Yes, March. Today is March 1st, and I am here to introduce the first challenge. So, every single month, we are going to have a different challenge. And basically, your goal is to complete the challenge. It may be basic to some of you that are a little bit more advanced, but we are going from very basic to doing combinations and things like that based on my style of jumping. Okay. So, in the group, basically, you just get to do the different things that we're going to do, the different techniques. And if you know how to do it, that's great. Just keep practicing because the basics are going to be very good for you, especially your stamina, your conditioning, your timing, your breathing. All of those things are going to be very important as you begin to advance. And if you cannot maintain a certain level of breathing or conditioning or stamina, you're not going to be in good shape when it's time to start to do the tricks and things like that because that does require another level of breathing, and conditioning and things of that nature. So, being that it's March 1st, the first challenge is going to be a basic jump. Okay. Your goal is to be able to do at least 100 jumps straight without messing up. And this is just your basic jump. Now, if you're already able to do 100 jumps, then go for doing 10 sets of 100 jumps, which is a very good workout, especially if you are looking to lose weight or something like that. So, for you to do a basic jump, yes, we are going basic, okay? And like I said, we will advance up as time go by. So, in order for you to do a basic jump, you want to be in. First of all, before we even talk about what you need to do, let's talk about safety, okay? Because I'm a very big component, a very big I can't even think of the word right now, but advocate for safety when you're jumping rope, especially if you are over 30 or over 40 and you're concerned about your knees, feet, ankle, and joints. You want to make sure that you're jumping on the correct surface. The correct surface can be a rubber track turf. It can be wood floor. Now, because I'm not on either of those surfaces, I do have a rubber mat, which I use for safety. Also, you want to make sure that you have on sneakers that provide support, okay? And that can be a running shoe or a cross trainer, but you can use any shoe that you want. I'm just speaking specifically for those who are concerned about their knees, feet, ankle, and joints. So I don't, each, a certain brand would really depend on you because everyone has different feet. So some people are flat footed, some people have different feet issues. So you want to make sure that you get the shoes that are appropriate for your foot, okay? So, you want to make sure you have on the correct shoes. You want to make sure you're on the correct surface. You also want to make sure that you have on the right clothing, which can be things that are fitting. You don't want to jump in something that's super baggy because now when it's super baggy, it's going to get in the way of your rope. And side note, for those of you that's plus size, wearing bigger clothes is going to make you look bigger. So you might as well get something that's form fitting. Okay. So now let's get to the jump rope. And there's many other things that I can tell you to avoid injury, but I wanted you to have the bare basics. So for you to jump, you basically want to have your arms to your sides always. You want to make sure you're turning with your wrist or your forearm, and you want to make sure that your jumps are very low to the ground. You don't need to jump super high off the ground. You don't need to swing your whole arm. All you need to do is a few basic jumps off the ground, okay? So I'm going to show you here. So you turn and then you jump, okay? You turn and then you jump. You turn and then you jump. So the goal is to do 100 of those, right? Now, if you cannot do 100 of those, you can break it down into sets. So start out with a set of 10. And I would say because this is a month-long challenge, you can maybe do 10 jumps this week, right? Like 10 sets of 10 jumps this week to make your 100. And then by next week, you should be able to string together 25 jumps. So then all next week, which is the second week, you can do 4 sets of 25, okay? And then by the third week of this month, maybe you should be able to graduate to doing 50 jumps. So now you can do 2 sets of 50 jumps. And then by the fourth week, you should be able to do 100 jumps straight. Okay. So also too, when you're talking about length of your rope, you want to make sure that your rope is the right size. The right size is different for everybody. Okay. So I would say the 3 standard sizes for your jump rope can be your very tip of shoulder, your armpit, or your chest level. It's really up to you. If you're not used to the jump rope, I would suggest going to the very tip of your shoulder, okay? And if you're used to the rope and have some kind of comfort and you still need a little rope on your end, I would say go to your armpit. Armpit is my favorite, just personally. And then if you want to be shorter, you can do to your chest level. Chest level, the shorter the rope, the quicker it cuts to the air. Okay. So now I'm going to demonstrate doing 100 jumps. Your goal for this month is to get to 100, like I said, because some of you may be beginner and intermediate. You want to start with the basics. Like I said, if you cannot do 100 straight, bring it up. First week of this month, do 10 sets of 10 jumps. By next week, you should be able to do 25 in a row, 4 sets of 25. By the third week, you should be able to do at least a set of 50, 2 sets of 50. And then the last week of this month, you should be able to do the 100. Now, if you're already advanced and you can do 100 jumps, do 10 sets of 100 jumps a day or 3 to 5 times a week, especially if you are looking for weight loss. So I'm going to demonstrate 100 jumps and really how quick and simple that it can be. 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's your challenge for the month. Good luck. See you later.